Good morning. Well, there's still a lot of my colleagues out there, friends, colleagues, well, I hope they're still friends, giving quite a hard time to Boris Johnson and his Tory government and slating it quite badly based on past experience with, let me say, some Tory leaders and some Tory governments. And they can't get it into their heads that Boris basically has won the majority to rule and govern the country for the next 5 years and has got to get on with it. Now, we've got to give him a chance. We've got to back him and we've got to get behind him to get things through. Many people have put their trust in Boris and the Tory government to get things to happen for them. I'm not just talking Brexit, although I know Brexit is a key factor. Many things. I think the Scottish nationalists and their wishing to play the independence card is a little bit premature at this stage. I mean, if I was Nicola Sturgeon with her team around her, I'd be sort of playing it carefully here and seeing exactly how things are going to work out with support for Scotland from the Westminster government, as they want to call it, which they feel they shouldn't listen to. I think it's pretty obvious that, what we've seen, the way Scottish nationalists have managed things in the past, they haven't got a great track record themselves. Just through my own involvement and talking to a lot of people who live in Scotland, who do business in Scotland, will tell you. I think it's also fair to say that, there's a lot of people who voted SNP to get the Tories out that wouldn't necessarily want to have independence from the rest of the UK. And it still shows that it's a very marginal, thin line between those who want independence and those who don't. So I think she's playing a risky game by pushing for a referendum for Scottish independence quickly. My concern is if she pushes Boris Johnson's too quickly, she might just get that wish and get a referendum quickly. And I think at this stage, that would be a mistake for her, because I think she could lose that referendum as well, and then it would be an issue. I think I have no problem with Scotland having independence. I think, if it's right for Scotland, right for the people of Scotland, and right for for the economy of Scotland, then it's good for them. And let them get on with it. And I would say let's go for it. But I don't think it is that clear cut at the moment. I think there are so many ifs and buts. There are probably more ifs and buts for that than there are for us coming out of the EU, quite honestly, where things are more difficult to comprehend. I mean, we must look at the European Union as it stands at the moment with the countries that are in. Germany's economy is absolutely diabolical. Its car industry is, or auto industry, shall I say, is showing devastating results now. It's bringing the whole economy down. But it's also got issues in its construction industry, steel industry, chemical industry, etc. So there's a significant economic issues going on with the German economy, which are not going to be resolved quickly. France, as we know, have got their own social political problems. They've got plenty of things going on in their world, and I think it's only going to get worse. But they are clearly not very stable at the moment in terms of where they sit. We know Spain, we know what problems they have with their divides. We know Italy's economy is very weak, and I can go on. So the European model for stability economically and politically, social politically, is not looking that great at the moment. Whereas in the UK, we are bringing stability back into our country in loads. I think how Johnson governs in the coming year is going to be of particular significance as to how well it goes forward. But bringing it back to Scotland, Scotland should wait. Cheers.